Rugby's music studio functions as a rehearsal space for local bands, a venue for live gigs, a studio for professional recording, and perhaps most importantly, as an artistic community centre. The building was originally set up in the 1980s under the name Youth Promotion, intended to facilitate the needs of the young West Indian squatters and anyone who was underprivileged, unemployed, artistic, musical or disabled. Eventually the council withdrew funding to the charity and it was left to be maintained and financed by those who believed in its purpose and future. The building became more music focused and eventually developed into a professional studio and rehearsal rooms, regularly recording local bands and even releasing compilation records of the town's best music. Along with the print rooms upstairs, the studio managed to financially sustain itself, never failing to pay rent to Rugby Gymnastics Club, the neighbours and legal owners of the building. Currently the studio is hosting regular gigs, most of which are raising awareness about the issue which the building and the community who rely on its existence are now facing.
What's going down here tonight?
All sorts, all sorts.
What a great night. What do I like about the studio? I like the atmosphere,
Yeah.
the ambience, the people that it attracts.
Doing it together with me.
I will do at some point. Right, so what are you doing here tonight?
Serving bar.
Okay, and how long have you been coming to the studio for?
25 years.
And what do you like so much about it?
It smells of damp.
What's it provided?
A rehearsal space for starters.
I mean, this place has given me the chance to rehearse fully for world tours. At the end of the day, what keeps this town going especially is music.
Man, the studio's been my life for years. I used to come here all the time. I used to work upstairs when it first opened with Charlie and Andy and Pete Bain and Bolt and everybody like that. And then every Saturday and every Friday night we used to put gigs on for all the bands that practiced in the studios, and we all used to come up here and get booted and have a good time with all the young guys and put stuff on. And it's just a good place, man. You can't lose it now. It's just too good for the community. It's too good for everybody.
Most everything except your feet, you kinda whip it to your jelly. Stir it in the bowl. That if you whip it to your jelly, find it has some jelly roll. Stir it in the bowl. Whip it to your jelly, find it has some jelly roll. Folks out west, so they say, whip it to jelly most every day. Gotta whip it to jelly. Stir it in the bowl. Now if you whip it to jelly, oh, gotta have some good jelly roll.
It's under threat of demolition and redevelopment as a result of the gym club's planned move to a different location.
But I mean, what sort of country is this?
True, I mean, yes, if you remove the skillful and the intelligent people out of a town by excluding them, then the town's going to sink.
I just think if you're not involved in what it's about, then you don't know what it's about, how important it is.
You shut this place down, and you're shutting down. You're shutting down for its speech. You're shutting down creativity. You're shutting down the opportunity for young people, the generations to come here and express themselves and find themselves and generate art.
It's a joke that this is happening. I mean, I can't understand. You know, how much land do they want to build on in Rugby?
Well, it's a disgrace, isn't it? What do I pay my council tax for?
Absolutely devastated. It's a fact of life in Rugby that we've had a music studio on this site for 25 years and it should stay here.
It's too simple, too black and white. The politicians, the papers, the way they put it, but it never was simple. Not for us, and it's always been grey. This is Mind the Fire. Mind the fire, careful how you walk, don't touch the cinders, but never mind the ashes.
I don't see why musicians should have to accept second best. We give so much to people and we receive so little back for what we do. These people have had hit records that have died in poverty and that happens all the time. Sorry, I think the time has come where music needs to be re-evaluated and looked after and cared for and admired, not used like blatantly exploited and used as, you know, just throw a piece of music over a shoddy BBC documentary to spice it up, splash it all over the Olympic ceremonies, which just again illustrates just how unfair music is in relation to everything else.
There are not days like these anymore. Age sees to that. There are those you remember and those you must live. They wait. They gravitate as the present tense while you impede on their new existence. Time has no secret but to be endorsed. All else is residue of its passing into nothingness. We must cling to the best days we have. Life is funny like that. Creatures animated by ridicule, by folly, by the scars of immaculate consent. I watched them spit on the derelict few, pierce the fallacy of the children, watch them cripple the day we've been born. I worried for the faces of the unborn. What masks would they need given this? Oh, they would have to hold it, and you watch the lie slowly kill them from within. A maggot crawled across my desk today. I felt like it needed an end.
When it does go up for sale, if it's nominated as a community asset, which is in the process of doing so now, hopefully in about 9 or 10 weeks' time we'll have confirmation that it is on the register, and that basically means the community right to bid came in last year, basically to give communities a chance to buy properties that come onto the market. So instead of there automatically being other big organisations buying these community assets, it's the public that can actually say, well, that pub's been here for 20 years, or that library, you know, is used by all of us and we want to continue to have it and to run it. So that, I think that is our biggest chance to save the place. I think the fact that we've got a constitution at the moment, we've got a group of people that are willing to work towards getting the funding and the professional help to keep the studio going and to actually regenerate it. I think that's our biggest chance of saving the place.
It really is a broad-based plan to try and provide something for everybody. And that's not just because we want to win support, it's because I genuinely believe that music is important to so many people, so many different generations. How many retired musicians are there in the town that could actually form a band together? You know, why not? It's all about promoting music, keeping it vibrant, and also to unify people, to give people an opportunity to come together and build a community facility. Yeah, it is viable for funding and it's viable for support. Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
But do you think you're actually going to get that though?
Yeah.
A lot of artists would spend a lot of time in their room putting this art together or poetry together or music together, which maybe seems a bit far out or something, or they'd be worried that it wouldn't be accepted by normal sorts of people. So the studio is the perfect place for them to express that and present it to other people, because everything's totally accepted and everyone appreciates what everyone's doing just because at least there's some kind of art going on.
I've been going to studio for like 10 years, and just speaking to the other people who have kind of contacted us about the campaign, so many people have said the nicest things about it, like that it's kept them sane and, you know, just that they love the place so much. There's something really magical about the place. You know, this town has got so many like walkabouts and litton trees, and they, you know, they get closed down and you can't even remember what used to be there 6 months ago. It doesn't matter, no one gives a shit. But with this studio, it's not replaceable, and it's just meant so much to us, so.
If the council come along and say, right, we're going to knock this down today, what do you think we should do?
We should blow it up first, because it's our studio.